Manifesting money, your blocks and how to fix them. Pick a card tarot reading. What blocks do you have to manifesting the abundance of money, wealth and prosperity? And how can you get past them? Let's find out. Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Granny B. Today's timeless reading is the first in a series of 3 that I'm going to upload over the next 4 weeks. This one is about money, and I'll be doing the same format for readings for health and love. Drop me a comment below if you have any suggestions about other topics that I could cover for you in this format too. Happy to take suggestions and produce readings that you will benefit from. Okay, this is a timeless reading. It's going to be relevant to you whenever you're called to watch. And as I always say, it's a general reading, so not every part of every pile here is going to be relevant to everyone watching. And I've put any extra information that you might need down in the description box as always. Got 3 piles of cards, and I'm going to pull you a crystal card for each pile to give you the option of picking based on that. So here we go. As usual, I'll give you the name of the crystal here, and I'll read you the interpretation when we get into the reading. So, can I have a crystal card for group 1, please? Crystal card. What's that? It's ruby. Can I have a crystal card for group? What's that one? Sodalite. Can I have a crystal card for group 3, please? Oh, it's that one. Oh, pyrite. No, Epidote. Now then, take a nice deep cleansing breath and pick the pile or the crystal that you are most drawn to, and then go down to the description box or the pinned comment and click on the timestamp there. That'll take you directly to the start of that reading. And we have group 1 with ruby, group 2 with sodalite, and group 3 with epidote. Hello group 1, welcome to your reading. Remember, it's a general reading, so as always, take what resonates with you and just leave the rest for the other people watching. And your crystal card is ruby. Ruby, what it is, hot pink to cabernet red. Ruby is a precious gemstone that has bedazzled royalty for centuries. Ruby is a fearless guide and protector, pointing you in the direction of a rich, passionate life. Who needs it? Anyone with something worth fighting for, any Aries. Where to put it? In a ring on the hand you throw punches with, in the boudoir. When to use it? When you want to show the world you're both beautiful and ferocious. When your sex life needs a heaping tablespoon of spice. When the doldrums have you down, reach for ruby and some really red lipstick and come out swinging. And the mantra is feed your fires. To start the reading, I pulled a single card from the Tarot of the Gnomes to give me an overview of the basis of your blocks. So that's the Page of Wands, Dependence. In this deck, it's interpreted as faithful service that must not stifle enthusiasm. It feels as if you're caught in the mundane here, unable to muster the energy to lift yourself out of the grind and latch on to anything that sparks enthusiasm or passion, or even a little fun. It's all work. Service to others, abiding by the rules. It's not play or doing anything that furthers yourself. I'm feeling grind here, hard graft, dull routine, boxed in by rules and regulations. being stuck in a rut that feels impossible to get out of because there's no time or energy left to do anything else. The routine feels safe too, because there's going to be at least a paycheck or money in the bank at the end. And I'm just getting this strange feeling that you feel like you can't do anything else in case that money just isn't there anymore. I asked the Fairy Tarot to give us more detail about these blocks and how they're affecting you. Justice. Take time to review the details carefully. You will win in the end. Fair and objective decisions. So yes, it's rules and regulations. Outside authority imposing their regulations on you. The card here isn't just clarifying this block though, it's saying that you're going to win in the end. Stick to your principles and don't act out of your own integrity. If there are rules that bind you, then you have to follow them, act within that framework, but the situation is still going to work out in your favour. There is a way you can attract the financial abundance in past these constraints, because it does feel like outside circumstances that have you blocked here. The Chariot. Success that comes from dedication and self-discipline, celebrating your accomplishments, being in the spotlight. Yeah, you've got the dedication and the self-discipline. You've proven that over and over again, day in, day out. You've done that uphill slog for so long that it's second nature to you now. You barely know what to do with yourself when you're told to relax. Here, though, I feel a longing to break out, to have the rapid forward momentum promised by this card. Balancing your priorities though, because you always tend to settle back into that grind. You're pushing uphill again, yeah. A whisper of the ability to achieve what you dream of doing, of stepping in the spotlight and shining. To a winter, indecision is holding you back. Make the choice that's best for you rather than trying to please others, feeling trapped between the intellectual and the emotional. But that's quite clear. That it is a decision to simply go for your intended prosperity and have it all fall into place. I'm still feeling like you feel as if there's only two ways your financial abundance can flow in. Like either you work hard for it or obey the rules of the structure that provides your income and stay at the level you're at, or you have a sudden massive influx of money like winning the lottery and you step up in one leap to the level you intend to be at. There are more ways to do it than those two extremes. There are infinite ways that your abundance can flow in. Ego. The illusion of being trapped, placing too much importance on material items, getting caught up in fear and worry. That's pretty much self-explanatory there. You feel like you're trapped in the circumstances you're in, and only a massive influx of a major amount of money would be enough to lift you out of it. Your focus is purely on the financial aspects, and I totally get it. I've had years when the money was so tight and I didn't know what I was going to do. It does focus you in on it. And it is in fear too. It's a downward spiral though. You don't have enough, so you're trapped in circumstances that you hate, following restrictive rules, fearing the restrictions of too little money coming in too late. More money than month every time. I asked the spellcaster for how to get past this, to give us some advice. The world, wow. This is a breakthrough, having something wonderful turn up. This is definitely you closing out this cycle that I was seeing here. That feeling of completion, fulfillment, having got to the finish line. And yeah, the Chariot does also indicate working towards a victory too, being in the right place at the right time and having it all fall into place for you. And I'm getting that you don't feel that this is possible right now. But this card is saying that you're almost there, that you can feel the edges of it. It just needs a little more inner work for the understanding to sink in, and then pop, light bulb moment. Nine of Cups, the Wish card here too. This is something that you've been working on for a while now, intended for. It's a dream come true for you. It's also that deep feeling of gratitude. If the world is the fist pump of triumph, this card is the tears of joy after it, blubbering while you thank everyone you can think of, from the tea boy to the chairman. And yeah, having the resources to splurge a bit on a celebration. Finally getting to the point where you're contented, just bubbling along with what you love to do. This is downstream energy, going with the flow and being generous with it. Two of Wands. You do know exactly what it is that you want to manifest. This card says so. And the last two cards seem to be your intentions popping in for you in perfect fulfillment. The thing is that you really don't know how to manifest it. You still feel shackled, whispering your hopes to the little bird. It's your intuition that's going to guide you. A little bird told me. Birds are signs from the universe, yeah. The nudges, the synchronicities, seeing the small things start to work out. You're not as trapped as you think you are. There's a promise of freedom here if you engage your passion rather than keeping your head down and shoving forward in that old rut. King of Swords, taking decisive action. That's the first thing I heard when I turned that card. It's also taking advice from someone who's completely objective, perhaps someone that's a professional. Because you don't seem to be trusting your own judgment at all here. Doubting your own abilities, and really you can do so much. I mean, these are such positive messages I'm getting for you here. This is you coming into your power too, seeing the truth of who you are. Advocate for yourself, with yourself. Positive self-talk too. I asked the Angel Tarot to clarify this advice. So clarifying the world, we've got the Nine of Air. So, yeah, expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies, sleepless nights. What's stopping you from getting to this point is your worries, your fears, your nagging doubt that you can achieve. You're fighting every battle twice, once in your head and then again as it manifests. Positive vibration, positive thoughts, breaking out of this negative cycle of worry that manifests, that proves you are right to worry and creates more worries that manifest. The stress that you're under is doing you no good at all. Time out. Quickly, without thinking about it too deeply, name one thing in your life right now that is easy and flows and you don't have any concerns about. Something that makes you smile. Focus on that. Or 3 things right now that you can see that you're grateful for. And this is just tricks to break you out of a negative mind loop. I can hear you thinking again that every time you try to get up on that high flying vibration, something else bigger and worse flattens you back down. We need to get you up there consistently and staying there until you can see that the contrast that you're experiencing is actually irrelevant. Clarifying the Nine of Cups, we have the Sun. Wow. Happy outcome, brilliant new ideas that lead to success. Have confidence in yourself. You can do this. You just need to get your head round it. Get into the heart space and flow that gratitude. Give your inner child permission to play. Allow the ideas to flow. Think outside of this rigid box that has you shut in, kept down. Spread your wings, little bird. Sing. Everything has the potential to work out perfectly for you here. It's the spiritual work that you've done, transmuting this hard graft into the acolyte's penance of fetching water and carrying wood. You've learned from what you've been through. You got to the light bulb moment. The frying pan of enlightenment clunked you upside the head, and now you get it. And you can release these worries and fears, Phoenix Bird. There's so much bird energy coming through here. So clarifying the Two of Wands, we've got the Seven of Air. Plans that need revision, more going on than meets the eye, poor timing. It was never the right time to just go for it before. It never felt right. There was always something holding you back, more going on behind the scenes that you're telling me I haven't picked up on. Yeah, I know the cards are telling me that all that was there. But I'm seeing that this isn't the case anymore, though. That those reasons have fallen away, and all that's left is the ghost of those shackles. You are freer than you believe yourself to be. There is some rule or restriction that you think binds you that actually doesn't, and it's going to take coming at things from a different perspective and thinking outside the box. Clarifying the King of Swords, we've got awakening. Perfect. Look at things from a different perspective. A temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself. Thank you. Yes, look at it from this new perspective. This light bulb of clarity as a result of the spiritual work that you've done. It might feel like everything's come to a standstill right now. That's the card meaning right there in the guidebook, not me generalizing from current circumstances. But it's the pause before the change of direction. Abraham Hicks talks about momentum, that you've got to stop a train that's going 100 miles an hour that way. You need to stop it before you can reverse direction. You had momentum with this upstream struggle. Now you need to stop so that the boat can turn in the current and allow it to go with the flow in the new direction. Again, this card means you're going to get a light bulb moment, an aha, an epiphany. Couldn't think of the word then. I asked the Everyday Witch Oracle to give us a manifestation technique that might help you. Fire magic. Perfect. If it's safe for you to have a lit candle where you are, do that. If not, find a candle meditation on YouTube or a video of a crackling open fire and meditate to that. It's the fire energy that's all about the creativity and the passion that's going to open up to allow these ideas, these epiphanies to flow in. You could do your own brand of candle magic, even with a YouTube meditation. I'm vividly reminded of one midsummer house party where we had a bonfire going and it would send sparks up into the sky. Obviously, if you're going to work with physical fire, then you should take great care and observe all safety advice and your local laws and watch out for children and pets. Please use your common sense here. Group 1, that felt really energizing. A nice breakthrough. If you like the reading, please give it a thumbs up, which is the best thank you you could possibly give me because it lets YouTube spread the video to more people. While you're here, subscribe to the channel by clicking on that little icon there. Turn on notifications so that you get a message whenever I upload a new pick a card reading like this one. I'm moving on to group 2 now, so bye. I'm sending you all my healing love and blessings to both you and your loved ones. Hello group 2, welcome to your reading. Remember, as I always say, it's a general reading, so take what you can relate to and just let the rest be. Your crystal card is Sodalite. What it is: friend to the chronic meditator. Sodalite, known by some as poor man's lapis, is a salty deep blue stone speckled and striated with white calcite and inclusions. Who needs it? Planners, producers, Virgos? Where to put it? Whenever you do your best non-thinking, when to use it, when you have a big decision to make, when you're 99% finished with a project but can't get your head around that last 1%. Don't. Seriously, give up. Meditate with Sodalite. Abandon solution-oriented thinking. Surrender to your intuition and watch your problem get solved from someplace much deeper. And the mantra is deepen your intuition. I pulled a single card from the Tower of the Gnomes to give me an overview of the basis of the blocks. Page of Swords. fanaticism. The way this is interpreted in the guide isn't the way it sounds, because this suggests that we take a good long look at the battles that we're fighting and find out if they're genuinely our battles or someone else's imposed on us. It could be a cause or a fight that's either pro something or anti something, and it's putting you in resistance. It feels a bit obsessive, honestly, and it's costing you time and money. And I'm getting the clear that which we resist persists. If this is what is driving you, then there may be another way to get the result that you intend to get. Or, let it go. Bashing your head off other people's opinions just entrenches both sides of the argument. I asked the Fairy Tarot to give us more detail about these blocks. Prince of Summer, falling in love suddenly, being swept off your feet, the need to stay grounded during a very emotional experience. Someone that you're holding a flame for. This person is the reason that you're involved in that cause. They are charming, flirty, fun, a bit melodramatic. He does seem to have the ability to make dreams come true, but perhaps he's not making your dreams come true. You're stuck here, falling in love with an idea or an ideal. Yeah, and the underlying advice with this card is to stay grounded. Princess of Spring, it's time to go after your dreams. Do something that expands your horizons. Let your creativity take flight. Yeah, it is time for you to go after your own dreams. Your own dreams. And no, that doesn't mean finding your own battles to fight. This is a completely different energy. This is something that you're longing to do, something creative and artistic that you've got a passion for. It feels like in this energy you've completely lost sight of this. Lost this energy. You've been so wrapped up in this fight for justice that you've not taken the time for this. This is something that is completely you. Six of Summer. Children or childhood, the return of people or romances from your past, remembering events differently, in a better or worse light than how they really occurred. Going back to your past in some way, back to something that you did as a younger person, perhaps something that brought you a great deal of joy. It could also mean that you've had experiences in the past that you can apply to your current situation, however good or bad that is. Make sure that you're looking at your past experiences objectively. No rose-coloured glasses and yearning nostalgia, but equally no grey-coloured filters that make everything back then seem worse than it was either. This is also the card of random acts of kindness and paying it forward. You could be on the receiving end of a kind gesture, or you could pay an old one forward. The Wheel. Delays are over. Sudden or unexpected luck. Good luck. A new car or travel. There's a change here. Something changing unexpectedly. And it could be someone from your past coming in. Whatever this is, it's a nudge from the universe to break you out of this mindset. This way of thinking that has you looking in a single direction, like having blinkers on. The wheel is an opportunity, a lucky break, something coming back around so that you can make some changes that you want to make. Yeah, happy synchronicities, unexpected things that seem out of the blue that can't be explained away as pure chance. You might have some research to do, sudden impulses to find a particular answer that allows you to let something go. I asked the spellcaster for advice on how to get past the blocks. Three of Cups. Traditionally, this card's all about a celebration, and it could be that, but I'm thinking it's the other meaning of this card. That's a group of women. I think they are a key to letting you move forward here. There is prosperity in a sisterhood. And yet, this could mean either gender, a group of people who flow that divine feminine energy, creative teamwork. The card is definitely telling you to let your hair down and have some fun. Get your head out of this cause, this activist stuff, and really have some fun. Chariot, again, I'm seeing forward momentum, like with the Wheel of Fortune, a sudden and unexpected turn of events that allows you to make the choice to move forward. That you can see clearly the direction that will bring you the prosperity, the money in. This is victory, success, a completion, swift momentum born from your will, from your intentions. And it's also a call to focus on what is important to you and not to let yourself be pulled in different directions. King of Cups. Mastering your own emotions. Not allowing yourself to be pulled into other people's vibrational energy. Staying heart-centered and grounded. If you can keep your heart while all around are losing their heads. Setting your personal boundaries and learning how to say no with love. Using your intuition too. Again, heart-centered, learning to go with the flow. There's compassion here too. The ability to see both sides of an issue or a passionate fight or cause. And there's deep healing here for your masculine energy. Three of Wands, broadening your horizons, and this makes sense. The energy of this blinkered charge into a fight or cause that might not be yours, it felt constrictive, tight, constrained, under a yoke. This energy is expansive. Your ideas literally taking wind here. That allows you the ability to have things coming back to you. Look, the birds in the background are bringing something in. What you give out coming back, it's better energy. Your money-making plans are made and now you're looking for opportunity to launch them. Help is coming in. The fact that there is another 3, and yeah, there's 3 birds on the card, it links it back to the 3 of Cups, this energy of sisterhood, 3 people especially who are going to help you. I asked the Angel Tarot to clarify this advice. So, clarifying the 3 of Cups, we've got the 10 of Earth. A very happy family life, financial security, finding magic in the little things in life. This sisterhood, these firm friends, they are the ones who help you build your firm financial foundations that let you find the joy in the little things again. It is abundance in all caps, shouted. It's abundance in all material 3D forms. So letting go of whatever that cause was, the cards are saying. And as always, it's your choice entirely. Don't give me or the cards your power. It's a clear, do that message. Let it go. It's not your fight. And the only benefit you're getting from it is that charismatic person and a whole brick wall of resistance. These people feel like family, strong, secure, peaceful, and oh, so powerful, because you can lean into this. It's completely solid. Clarifying the Chariot is the Moon. Important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release fears that hold you back. The main message I'm seeing in those words is the little bit at the end there, release fears that hold you back. This is also saying to trust your intuition. Here, this is the insecurity that you feel from the thought of losing that thing that you were so focused on. Dropping that away makes you feel vulnerable. The universe is giving you a little extra bit of self-awareness so that you can look at it all objectively, like the King of Cups would, that allows your head and heart to work together for that secure foundation promised in that Ten of Earth. Clarifying the King of Cups, we've got the Six of Water again, and it's there too. We're being told that there's a key to all of this in your past somewhere. Memories from your history or childhood, issues regarding children, romanticizing the past. I'm feeling like Frankie from Grace and Frankie here, tilting at windmills because they were there and important in the past, not realizing that the world has moved on and the important causes then aren't now. Priorities being shifted. You know you can't stay in that energy wishing things were different. And this is the second card here that's got a hint of inheritance about it. Ten of Earth was the other one. Inherited knowledge or abilities, inherited wisdom, a gift. And by that I mean a talent, although it could mean an actual physical gift. It is the card of random acts of kindness again too. Clarifying the Three of Wands, we've got the Five of Water. Things not turning out the way you'd hope, not seeing the positive in a situation, crying over spilled milk. Don't focus on the negative here, focus on the positive. You're gaining far more from this than you... I don't want to say lost, because it isn't lost. You've just moved on from it, let it fall away because it was never yours to begin with. Don't fight these changes, because everything's happening for a reason. Change is good, especially with the Wheel, the Chariot, the Ten of Earth. This is change for the better. And no, that whole situation might not have worked out as you hope, but letting it go is moving you forward to something much better in every aspect of your life here. I asked the Everyday Witch Oracle to give us a manifestation technique that might just help you. Joy and delight. Wow. Talk about a message for you to really let your hair down and have some fun. What was I saying about enjoying the little things? Find those moments that make your heart sing and then stay in that moment and milk it. And that's an Abraham Hicks technique. You can find YouTube videos that will get you to the tears of joy feeling. I did that very thing to manifest a surprise trip to a famous theme park. You know the one. It's a cartoon mouse. And that was back in 2013. Watched video after video of people being surprised and boom, bought it in for myself and a friend and had the fun of surprising them too. They say you should follow your passion. I say the better saying is follow your joy and do the things that bring you that joy. Group 2, I love it. If you like this reading, please give it a thumbs up so that YouTube knows you like it and shares it with more people. Comment down below with what resonated for you. And while you're here, subscribe to the channel by clicking on that little icon there and turn on notifications so that you get a message whenever I upload a new pick a card reading like this one. I'm moving on to group 3 now, so until next time group 2, I'm sending you all my love and healing blessings to you and your loved ones. Bye now. Group 3, hello, welcome to your reading. Remember, as I always say, it's a general reading, so take what resonates with you and just let the rest go. Your crystal card is Epidote. What it is, Epidote is a prismatic, earthy green aluminium silicate mineral. It's the get what you give stone, making good vibes even better. But be warned, if you bring Epidote into your world, be ready to bring it. If you're set on wallowing out, keep Epidote at a safe distance. Who needs it? Anyone putting in the work on their self. Where to put it? Stashed away with your existential to-do list. When to use it? When you're looking to kick a bad habit, a bad friend, or a bad mood. When you want to cast a spotlight on your weaknesses so that you can work on them. And the mantra is upgrade your version of you. I pulled a single card from the Tarot of the Gnomes to give me an overview of the basis of the blocks. Three of Swords, Charity. The interpretation from this deck is that we should give people in need what they really need. And my addition to that is not what we think they ought to get. I think that you've been the recipient of cold charity. You've been living hand to mouth, getting what other people thought you ought to have and not what you actually needed in order to get ahead. And I'm feeling an easing of this here, a sudden change, things coming out in your favour as other people suddenly realise that what you're getting isn't enough. It's a shift in the collective mindset that shifts you, raises your hopes, allows you to glimpse the light at the end of the tunnel so that you can go for it. I asked the Fairy Tarot to give me some more detail about these blocks. Ace of Autumn, a windfall of money, advice or assistance from others, a very successful project, a happy change in your career. Waiting for a miracle, a windfall, hanging on and hoping against hope. There's a little bit of desperation here, stuck in the asking mode, not able to shift into the allowing mode. The other block here is always having to be sensible, manage resources, make ends meet, and every so often just giving in under the pressure of it and then having to play catch up again. What you want, what you intend, is to work towards longer term goals, meet the right people, make the right investments, build the prosperity, get the advice and the assistance. King of Winter, get advice from someone professional and objective, public speaking and emotional relationships. Looking for the mentor, the wise guide, the person who can give you that advice as an equal professional advice. Somebody won't talk down to you. So sick of the people that tell you to stop buying coffees from coffee shops in order to save money. That's snobbishly out of touch with your reality, because that's left you depressed and it hasn't helped. The possibility that you could become that person for other people in the future if you get given the chance. Nine of Summer, wishes come true, dreams fulfilled, a magical time of life. Yeah, wishing for it, longing for it. My God, you've been through it. The lack of money has been a constant companion for so long that you haven't really been able to focus out enough to get anything else done. You've been adulting so long that your inner child feels like they've been being punished. Try to get your head out of it and have some fun somehow. Lift your spirits here and now, straight away with something small like watch a comedy, have a laugh. The Dreamer, embrace your true purpose, begin a new adventure, trust yourself. You do have dreams and you can go for them. If you can just get your head out of the immediate need for basics and the fear of not having them and let your creativity back out to play. Trust yourself. As the card says, you have never let you down, not once. The first step is to believe in yourself. You can, joyfully and playfully. I know that sounds trite and condescending. I don't mean it that way. I've been at the point where I only had a bag of value instant coffee for the whole week and no food, scrabbling down the back of the sofa for enough spare change to buy disposable nappies. I asked the spellcaster to give us some advice on how to get past these blocks. High Priestess, you know what you need to do intuitively. This isn't about taking the steps society says that you need to take in order to get your head above the water. It's about following your instinct, doing the right thing for you to do because it feels right. Flowing the divine feminine, whatever flavour your gender is. Creative and caring and nurturing, compassion and empathy. Collaborate with others rather than competing against them. Feel into things to know what's right and what won't work. And not getting caught up in get-rich-quick schemes because you're smarter than that. King of Wands. Here's the entrepreneur of the tarot, someone who's savvy, smart, go-getter, the startup from the ground up. This is the divine masculine energy coming in to flow with that divine feminine. But I think this is you finding your feet and finding your niche and then going for it. It's the energy of finding a team and putting them to work for you. And yeah, that might feel like long term, but remember the High Priestess talks about collaboration rather than competition. You might find a way to work with other people and help each other, give each other a hand up. There's an opportunity presenting and you do have what it takes to pick it up and run with it. There's a dreamer's backing me up on that. Trust yourself. Justice. Acting from alignment with Source, Spirit, God, the Universe, Higher Self, for the highest good of all. Bring your A game. Be in your integrity. There's compassion and understanding for past mistakes and missteps here though, so don't judge yourself harshly either. You've always done the best you could with the hand you were dealt. This is also a choice, a decision made from the head and heart, and it's going to feel big. Seven of Cups. Your options opening up. Beware of wishful thinking and living in the future. That's just as unproductive as being stuck in the past. Don't keep dreaming and never get moving. Take the inspired action, because you're going to get nowhere sitting on the sofa worrying or dreaming. This card tells you that you've got options and that you should pick one. Make very sure your plans have a grounding in reality. There was that warning about get-rich-quick schemes before. And the advice to act from your integrity from the Justice card. Do good things to get results. An entrepreneur finds a need and fulfills it and does it well enough that they get the demand for what they're offering. I asked the Angel Tarot to clarify this advice here. So clarifying the High Priestess, we've got Queen of Fire. Stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and creativity. Here, the Divine Feminine has that entrepreneur spirit. Clearly the cards are telling you that you can do this creative thing that allows you the independence. And I am hearing financial freedom here, whatever that means to you. Not being dependent on anyone is how that feels to me. Again, I'm hearing that you underestimate yourself and your abilities, and that's one of the reasons that you hesitate over picking that opportunity so that you can spread your wings with it. Clarifying the King of Wands, we've got the Two of Air. Being unable or unwilling to make a decision, a stalemate, pretending there is no problem. Whoops, sorry. Not choosing is a choice. Being where you are, doing what you're doing, is familiar and feels safer than taking that chance. I can hear you saying, oh, okay, I get by, and being afraid that you're going to lose more than you gain by trying to do all that you're capable of doing, that the effort won't be worth the result, the reward. You know what? You may be quite right. You have to work out if the risk is worth the reward. I and the cards can't tell you to go for it, because that's entirely your call. Clarifying justice, we've got Eight of Air. An illusion of being trapped, a lack of self-confidence, afraid to take action. Well, that feels like being called out. You aren't as constrained as trapped as you think you are, as you feel you are. You don't have to stay in the situation that you're in if you're not happy. And as often as you tell me you have no options, the cards are saying that you do. It's a case of looking for them to find them. You can't find them if you don't look. Again, I'm being told that you need to believe in yourself, trust your experience and your intuition and your integrity. Also, trust your advisors, the people who you know you can turn to for good advice. Clarifying the Seven of Cups, we've got the Three of Fire. Abundance, things look very good. Have patience at this time, make long-term plans. Abundance, a golden time. You feel that the whole idea of this is just too good to be true, and you're going to feel that way when it happens. Ask yourself, is it a get-rich-quick scheme? Because we all know that in order to make money, even so-called passive income, you've either got to invest large sums of money or you have to invest your time. It might become passive later, but the initial investment of time in lieu of money, it's pretty much universal. There's an element of slow build here that you'll have to stay steady and keep going in order to get results. Again, take advice from people you trust or from professionals. Be sure, be certain, that way you can be confident. I asked the Everyday Witch Oracle to give us a manifestation technique for you that might help. Cleansing body and spirit. This is a grand way to get rid of any negativity. See it washing off you as you wash your body. Clean your surroundings. Wherever you use water, you can run a bath and add salt and bless it for financial prosperity before you get in. Or visualize the energy of money flowing over you in the shower. Bathe in it. Let the lack of it run down the drain with the soap suds. Drop a bay leaf into the water that you're cleaning the floor with, and bless your whole space with prosperity. Group 3, if you like the reading, please give it a thumbs up by clicking on the little thumbs up logo below, because it's the best help you could give me, because it makes YouTube recommend my videos to more people. While you're here, you can subscribe to the channel by clicking on that little icon there, and you turn on notifications so that you get a message whenever I upload a new pick a card reading like this one. That's it for me for this timeless reading. Until next time, I'm sending all my love and healing blessings to you and your loved ones. Bye now.